Tonight on Klimczak's Killer Collection, I'm going to step to the side of the postmodern horror timeline, which will take us from the post-Halloween slasher boom to the resurrection and rise of the zombie film, which is sweeping across European cinemas while indestructible killers with knives were slashing their way across American grindhouses. The zombie renaissance was undisputedly sparked by the Italian-financed Dawn of the Dead, George Romero's box office crescendo. These films were almost always released unrated or accepted the dreaded X rating from the MPAA. This guaranteed the target audience a splatterfest. Tonight on Klimczak's Killer Collection, we're going to look at a remarkable Italian zombie subgenre classic, Hell of the Living Dead, which could be found in many mom-and-pop video shops under the American release title, Night of the Zombies. Hell of the Living Dead is over-the-top, overly ambitious, overly graphic, overly peppered with stock footage, and it is undoubtedly one of the most entertaining zombie pictures ever made. Let's head to the screening room and take a look. Hell of the Living Dead is about a mysterious factory where a mysterious chemical is made by mysterious men who have mystifying cooler talk.
You may not know much about chemistry, but in bed her reactions are terrific.
I'm not surprised with that cute little lass.
I'm a tit man myself.
As happens in these kinds of films, something goes terribly wrong, and the only possible outcome could be...
Look out!
Not just rats, but rats that are now zombies. At no other time will an animal be afflicted with this phenomenon, but this really isn't a plot point here. This is what zombie enthusiasts call entertainment. Meanwhile, presumably in America, some type of SWAT team comprised of men who look like English rock musicians of the progressive rock persuasion are attempting to thwart some type of terrorist hostage situation. The terrorists apparently know something about what has happened at the plant, presumably in Africa. Believe me, it does not make this much sense without my commentary.
You're all doomed to a horrible death. Doomed to be eaten up. First they'll kill you, and afterwards they'll be eaten, devoured by men like you, your brothers.
Note the progressive rock cue. Am I on to something here? Probably not. But our SWAT team heroes are. Suddenly, it seems like they're in Africa too. And whatever problem is happening because of the terrible thing that happened at the plant is now the SWAT team's problem. The SWAT team runs into some journalists aimlessly wandering the wilderness with a couple and the child's couple in tow. It isn't long before zombies show up.
No, hold it. That's not polite. I get the first shot.
Soon, the female journalist turns into a superhero that has the superpower to communicate with the natives. I know this to be true because these scenes serve no other purpose than to pad the running time and make the film's budget look bigger. Hey look, it's Bytor from that Rush song. I know I'm onto something. Eventually our heroes make it back to the plant that's causing the zombie problem, only to find themselves becoming part of the zombie problem. In true apocalyptic zombie fashion, we find that our problem has spread to civilization, and like always, when it comes to zombies, civilization changes forever. And if you don't believe that, consider our last few Congresses. Note the prog rock swelling in the background. I am definitely onto something here. So where does Hell of the Living Dead land on the zombie meter? I give it a solid 3 out of 5 zombie teeth, because no matter what your criticisms are of this film, you cannot take away the fact that it is wildly entertaining every second. Hell of the Living Dead was also released under the titles Virus and Zombie Creeping Flesh. For foreign film buffs with keen eyes and Pink Floyd completists, here's some relevant HotLD trivia. The stock footage of the native Africans used in the film was taken from the 1972 film Vallee, whose score was written by Pink Floyd and released as the Pink Floyd album Obscured by Clouds. I'm Klimczak. Thank you for joining me for another edition of Klimczak's Killer Collection. I'll be seeing you again soon. Do 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 do.